Jerry Springer show? Just yelling crap out?
And for Sarah and Eric, I've heard about the second Japanese supernatural anime project. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yeah, it's actually not. Good news, everybody! They're not selling it here. So, I guess Warner Brothers or the powers that be or your congressman, and asked Nate to man the supernatural animation. All I know is that I can't believe it's just super cool, and that they're making episodes of the show that we don't have to work on, and I think that's the thing that we're most happy about. And it's because it's animated, it gets to have all sorts of crazy
shit with tentacles.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just want tentacles in it, and stuff that we can't do on live action on the show.
Major limitation on supernatural.
Not enough tentacles. You try to do live action tentacles, they suck, man. Totally shitty. And then these two guys are doing voices for a couple of the episodes.
It's going to be interesting because my Japanese is horrible.
But that's what we know about it. We know that there's going to be, we'll have a writer's screening and we'll get wasted and watch it. But in terms of getting it released to the public, I think it's up to you guys to demand it. So.
And let's get a bit of physical for a second. Was the prophet Chuck really God? Because if so, that means God attended a supernatural fan convention, which is pretty cool.
I'll field that one. We're not going to give an answer. It's completely open to interpretation. We very intentionally did not want a character to come out at the end to say, that's because I'm God. Because we thought, you wanted it to be, it's douchey of, it's like M. Night douchey of a level that... People say to me, but if Chuck was God, and we're not saying whether he was or not, then that means the writer was God, and isn't that the definition of M. Night douchey? And my response is, I'm like, yeah, but if he is God, this God's banging whores. Does that what you take the curse off stuff? That puts the curse on it. That puts the curse on it. But anyway, it's open for people to debate amongst themselves, and we have our own privately held beliefs. Obviously.
So you're a big fan of M. Night? I like his journalistic work.
And Jensen, now that you're a director, what's your best advice for directing Jensen Ackles?
Well, the nice thing is I don't have to convince me to do anything.
Jensen Ackles.
Or did I? And yes, I by no means consider myself a director. I was given a task and I did it to the best of my abilities, and who knows? But I got lucky because I got to work with Jim was carrying the weight of the show, and Jared was not on set. Which is really the biggest bonus of being a director on Wicked about is.
Is there any plans for Jared, Misha, Jim, even Sarah, maybe directing an episode at some point?
Don't do it.
No.
I've noticed that directing requires a certain amount of work, which pretty much eliminates it from my list of things to do.
But you're wearing a hat. The director's hat.
I'm always wearing a hat.
He shows it on top of his skull.
I want to say this about Jensen's directing. I wanted to give him a sense of what it was like to be a director on the first day. And I thought about staying in my trailer for 30 minutes. But it just went too far against my sense of ethics. I remember the very first setup, Jensen came in and said, okay, Jim, you're on the phone to whoever, and I think you should walk over here, start over here, come over to the desk, pick up the phone. And I said, I know how to pick up a phone. What are you, Eric von Stroheim now? And,
Well, the riding boots and the riding crop were probably a day.
yeah, it was the megaphone. But you do look good in a beret. Seriously speaking, I've been doing this for 312 years, and I've worked with a lot of really, really good directors, and I have never felt any more secure or well-guided as an actor than I have by Jensen acting.
That was a weird, sentimental moment.
You didn't buy that, did you?
So is there any chance